Have you ever caught yourself staring out the window wondering where the time has gone? One moment you're chasing kids around the house and the next you're wondering why your knees creak every time you stand up. Life moves fast, but that doesn't mean you can't take the wheel and steer it in the direction you want. Just because the candles on your birthday cake keep adding up doesn't mean your health and happiness have to fade. In fact, it's the opposite. The choices you make now, yes, even today, can give you more energy, more joy, and yes, more years. And not just years on the calendar, but years where you feel good, move freely, laugh fully, and live deeply. So let's talk about that. In this video, we're going to explore 5 simple daily habits that science says could add up to 10 extra years to your life. These aren't magic tricks or expensive routines. They're small, powerful changes you can start right now, no matter where you are in life. And don't worry, we're keeping it real. No climbing mountains or running marathons required. Let's start with the first habit, and it might surprise you. Wake up with purpose. Now, I know mornings can be tough. Sometimes the bed just feels too cozy to leave. But research shows that people who have a reason to get out of bed in the morning, something meaningful that gives their life structure, tend to live longer, healthier lives. And no, your purpose doesn't have to be grand. It could be a daily walk to the garden, calling your granddaughter, volunteering once a week, or simply feeding the birds outside your window. It's not about doing something big. It's about doing something that brings you a little joy, a little routine, and a little meaning. Scientists even have a name for it, ikigai, a Japanese word that roughly means a reason for being. Studies on communities known for long life, like Okinawa in Japan, show that having ikigai helps people stay mentally sharp, physically active, and emotionally grounded well into their 80s and 90s. Imagine that, just by giving your day a bit more purpose, you could be setting the stage for a longer, richer life. So here's something you can do today. Take a few quiet minutes and ask yourself, what makes me feel useful? What do I look forward to doing each day? Write it down. Even one simple answer can make all the difference. Now that you've got a reason to get up, let's talk about the next thing that sets the tone for your day. Moving your body. You've probably heard it a million times. Exercise is good for you. But here's the secret. It's not about lifting heavy weights or running 5 miles. It's about keeping your body in motion every single day. And the beauty is, it doesn't have to be intense to be effective. Just 20 to 30 minutes of light movement can do wonders. Stretching your arms when you wake up, walking around the block, dancing to your favorite song in the kitchen. These are all forms of movement that count. When you move your body, you improve blood flow, boost brain health, strengthen your muscles and bones, and reduce your risk of conditions like heart disease and arthritis. There's also something else that happens when you move. Your mood lifts. Your mind clears. You feel more like you. That's because movement isn't just physical, it's emotional too. It reminds you that you're still in charge of your body, still connected to the world, and still capable of joy. And here's the thing, consistency matters more than intensity. You don't have to do everything all at once. You just have to keep showing up little by little every day. That's how you build strength. That's how you stay young at heart no matter your age. Maybe you like Tai Chi in the park, or gardening in the backyard, or taking a walk with a friend. Pick something that feels good to you and do it with love. Don't think of it as a workout. Think of it as a gift to yourself. A way to say, I care about this body and I'm going to keep it moving. And while we're on the subject of caring for ourselves, there's another habit that can be just as powerful. Nourishing your relationships. Human connection is one of the strongest predictors of longevity. It turns out that the people we surround ourselves with, family, friends, neighbors, even our pets, can have a bigger impact on our health than we ever imagined. Loneliness, especially as we age, can quietly chip away at our well-being. But the good news is, connection can build us back up. It doesn't take much. A phone call, a shared cup of tea, a walk in a conversation. These small moments of togetherness feed the soul. They remind us that we belong, that we matter, and that we're not walking through this world alone. And it works both ways. When you reach out to someone else, even just to ask how they're doing, you're not only lifting their spirits, you're boosting your own health. Studies show that people with strong social ties have lower rates of depression, stronger immune systems, and longer life expectancy. So if it's been a while since you talked to an old friend or checked in on a neighbor, today might be the perfect time to do it. Relationships aren't just a part of a good life. They are the good life. Now that we've opened the door to movement, purpose, and connection, let's continue this beautiful journey. Sometimes, it's the smallest things that make the biggest difference. Now that we've taken the first steps with hydration and joyful movement, it's time to talk about something just as powerful. Something you do every single day but might not give much thought to. I'm talking about the food you eat. What we put on our plates can either help us thrive or slowly wear us down. And the older we get, the more our bodies depend on quality fuel. You don't need a complicated diet or fancy supplements. What you need is a simple shift in mindset. Food is not just fuel. It's medicine, it's energy, it's life. Start by making one small change in your meals each day. Add more color. A handful of blueberries in your morning oats. A few slices of avocado on your toast. Bright orange carrots or deep green spinach with your lunch. These foods aren't just pretty, they're loaded with nutrients that fight inflammation, support your brain, and protect your heart. Many people over 60 find that their appetite changes, or they just don't enjoy cooking like they used to. That's completely normal. But instead of skipping meals or reaching for quick, processed snacks, try prepping a few easy go-to meals each week. Something warm, simple, and nourishing, like a vegetable soup, a grain bowl, or a smoothie packed with fruit and nuts. Keep it easy but make it count. And don't forget the power of omega-3s. Fatty fish like salmon, walnuts, flax seeds. These are brain-boosting, heart-loving, age-defying foods. Eating just 2 servings of fish a week has been linked to lower risk of heart disease and even better memory. The goal isn't perfection. It's consistency. When you eat better, you feel better. More energy, better sleep, sharper focus. That's a habit worth keeping. Now, speaking of sleep, that brings us to the next daily habit that can truly transform your health and add quality years to your life. Because the truth is, no matter how well you eat or how much you move, if your body doesn't get enough rest, it simply can't heal. Think about the last time you had a really good night's sleep. The kind where you wake up feeling refreshed, clear-headed, and ready to take on the day. It's not just a luxury. It's essential. Sleep is when your body repairs. It's when your brain processes memories, your immune system resets, and your cells get to work rebuilding what was worn down during the day. For people in their 60s, 70s, and beyond, sleep becomes even more important, but sometimes more elusive. If you find yourself tossing and turning at night or waking up too early, you're not alone. But there are things you can do. Start by setting a consistent bedtime and wake-up time, even on weekends. That alone can reset your internal clock. Then create a wind-down routine. Dim the lights. Turn off the TV. Maybe play soft music or read a book. Your brain needs signals that it's time to rest. Avoid caffeine late in the day and steer clear of screens at least an hour before bed. Those glowing lights confuse your brain and keep it alert when it should be winding down. And don't underestimate the value of your sleep environment. Make your bedroom a calm, quiet, comfortable space. Invest in soft bedding. Keep the room cool and dark. These small changes can make a big difference. If naps work for you, enjoy them. Just keep them short. 20 to 30 minutes is enough to refresh without interfering with your nighttime sleep. Think of sleep as a gift you give your future self. Because when you rest well, your body thanks you in ways you can feel. So now, with nourishing food and restful sleep in your routine, you're laying down a foundation that supports your body, mind, and mood. But there's one more daily habit that might just be the most powerful of all. And it doesn't require a gym membership, a special diet, or even perfect health. This habit is something we all need, especially as we get older. It's connection. You see, humans aren't meant to go through life alone. We're wired for connection. Real, meaningful, heartwarming connection. The kind that makes you smile just thinking about it. Whether it's a neighbor you chat with on your morning walk, a family member you call once a week, or a friend you've known for decades. These relationships are like vitamins for your spirit. In fact, researchers have found that loneliness can be just as harmful as smoking or obesity. It raises your stress levels, weakens your immune system, and even shortens your lifespan. But here's the good news. It doesn't take much to feel connected. Just a few minutes of heartfelt conversation, a shared laugh, or even writing a letter can light up your brain and calm your heart. If your circle has grown smaller over the years, you're not alone. Life changes. People move. But connection doesn't have to end. Try joining a local group that shares your interests. A gardening club, a book circle, a walking group. Volunteer for something meaningful. Even saying hello to the same cashier each week builds familiarity. Little by little, connection grows. And don't forget the connection you have with yourself. Take time to check in with how you're feeling. Write in a journal. Sit quietly with a cup of tea. Be your own friend, your own cheerleader. Because the way you treat yourself teaches others how to treat you. You've made it this far in life for a reason. You've overcome, endured, grown, and loved. That's worth celebrating. So honor yourself by surrounding your days with connection, compassion, and care. It's not about the number of people in your life. It's about the quality of the bond you share. When you nourish your body with good food, give it rest with deep sleep, move it with joy, hydrate it with care, and fill your heart with connection, something incredible happens. You don't just live longer. You live better. And that's really the point, isn't it? It's not just about adding years to your life. It's about adding life to your years. Because life after 60 isn't the end of the story. It's the start of a new chapter. One where you get to write the rules. One where you choose to wake up each morning with purpose, with strength, and with hope. So here's to your health, your happiness, and your beautiful, bold future. You deserve every moment of it. And if this video brought you a little inspiration today, don't forget to let us know. We'd love to hear from you in the comments. Your story, your thoughts, or just a hello. Be sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more uplifting, empowering content just for you. We're building a community here, one kind word and one healthy habit at a time. Take care of yourself and remember, every small step you take today is a gift to the you of tomorrow. Here's to living your best life at any age.